Day 4 was the day that changed everything. It was the day that made everyone realize and remember why Test cricket is one of the best to watch in all formats. Hi guys, I'm Babsi. Welcome to another episode. It's Protea Wednesday and you guessed it. In this episode, we are going to talk cricket. Let's start off with the Protea men and the Sri Lankan tour of South Africa. Now, coming into this series, the Proteas had so much confidence, especially coming from a winning streak in this Pakistan series that just passed. You know, winning the Test series 2-1, they won the ODI series 3-2, and the one that really boosted their confidence was definitely the T20, mainly because they had broken the Pakistan winning streak, and they won that 2-1 as well. So they were ready to take on Sri Lanka. When Sri Lanka started, they started off well in the first innings, bowling out South Africa for only 234 runs. And then the Proteas also had a great reply to that. Second innings, Proteas made sure that the score to chase for Sri Lanka will be 304. Day 4 was the day that changed everything. It was the day that made everyone realize and remember why Test cricket is one of the best to watch in all formats. So, Sri Lanka was sitting at 226 runs. They had just lost their 9th wicket. South Africa just needed one more wicket and they would have won the match. But Kusal Perera had other plans in mind. He was like, I'm not giving up. It is not over until the fat lady sings. And he decided to be the fat lady who was unbeaten for 153 runs. It was a very bittersweet to watch. I mean, a whole hour and a half where the Proteas were battling to take out just that one last wicket they needed for that win. And Sri Lanka managed to just come out under and make sure that they came out victorious, which was a really great one to watch. Kudos to Sri Lanka. And, you know, in all honesty, I think that the Proteas may have come in with too much confidence and may have underestimated Sri Lanka a bit too much. And, you know, there were a bit of downfalls in that match, mainly because we also have KG, who has fallen in the ICC Test rankings. He is now number 3. On the upside in these rankings, Duane Olivier, he only keeps going higher and higher. He is now currently ranked number 22 in the ICC rankings. I see him going into the top 10 real soon. So, you know what, it's not all dull and gloom, especially even with our captain. Faf has reached his career best and has managed to enter the top 10 of the ICC Test batsmen. And you know what? It was a good one. We may have lost it, but it's a good one. And I have been saying that Quinton de Kock is back in form. He is now sitting at number 8, shared with Aiden Markram, and I hope he's working to make sure that he goes back to his career best spot, number 6, and surpasses it to enter the top 5 rankings. So tomorrow's series in PE has to be a win or die match. You know, coming into the series, Faf did want to make sure that the Proteas win this with a clean streak, where they managed to close the gap. In the ICC Test rankings with India. But unfortunately, with the loss, that gap just keeps going further and further up. But now we definitely need to win it, because if we lose or draw tomorrow's match, we are going to fall third after New Zealand, and we don't want that. We want to reclaim our spot as one of the best in the world. So, you know, I think that it's time that tomorrow we go in with confidence again, ready to face the Sri Lankans and make sure that we take back the power. And, you know, looking back at the Australian tour last year, PE was the ground where everything turned around. PE was the ground where KG took 11 wickets to claim back his number 1 spot in the ICC Test rankings. So hey, who knows, he may do it again. And you know what? I'm looking forward to it. And the crowd in PE is always amazing. Not just when you're there, but even when you're watching on TV, that crowd, the band, the Proteas do have full support going behind them. And they need to make sure that the batting. And with Philander being ruled out for tomorrow's match, I hope that in the 3 players that can take his place, they pick Mulder. Mainly because he is an all-rounder just like him. And we need to focus on both the batting and the bowling. In the bowling, I've said that we need to focus on our death bowling. We saw that in Durban in the previous test that, yeah, our death bowling is not really the best. And that's how Kusil got his 153 and gave Sri Lanka the win that they needed. So bowling, we just need to focus on that death bowling. We are doing great. Batting, we need to go for higher scores. We need to make sure that we set a score high enough that we don't put too much pressure on the bowlers. So hopefully tomorrow, you know what, we forgot, okay, we'll never forget what happened in Durban. It was one of the best comebacks in history, but moving forward, the Proteas need to go in with their heads held high. We are behind them 100%. And hey, even though there's always another test where we can surpass India in the rankings. But for now, let's focus on keeping our 2nd spot and we win this. Make sure that we play our best, give the best performances. Anyway, that's it for me right now. Please feel free to give any comments below. Follow me on Instagram, it's Babsy. Follow me on Twitter, Babsy16. Thank you for watching. Until next time.